What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for another What It Is video. Okay, so let's just get into this. You know what I'm saying? I hope everybody has had a good week. So far. I mean, it's only Wednesday, but you know, it's been a lot that's probably been going on with y'all. The weather out here has actually been quite nice. We had a couple of 60-degree plus weather days. It's like probably that right now, high 50s or whatever. But it's been really, really nice. Um, as when it comes to me, I have been doing great. Um, I will say, you know, once again, thank y'all for checking up on me and being worried about me with my surgery. Somebody wanted me to do an update about what was going on. Shout out to Elliot. Elliot, you know, he just had surgery as well for a different reason. But, you know, I just want you to rest up and to get your rest and, you know, get your fluids, okay? You're probably going to be hurting for a few days, but you'll be all right. But anyway, I'm doing well. Let me just tell you this. I did not expect to be back in such top position or, you know, grade A condition, I would say. I expected, because I've never had a surgery when I was an adult. I never had a surgery when I was an adult. The last time I had a surgery was when I was 10 years old. Okay, I told y'all that. But, you know, because they do things different now with the laparoscopic surgery. You know, they don't have to cut you all the way open. Just put a little slit here, slit there, go inside with the camera, get the little tools, cut, snip, pull it out, and put it back up, and you know, stitch it up, and literally the slits be like this big, like an inch long, you know what I'm saying, or a few centimeters, you know what I'm saying. So it's crazy how I thought I would be in so much more pain than I am, but I will literally tell you, probably by day 3, the worst of my pain was over. You know, the bulk of the pain probably happened the first couple of days, and even that wasn't much. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't as extreme and as severe as I thought it would be. Like I would just have to keep on down in pain pills and all that stuff or whatever. But no, that's not what happened. You know, but I did feel enough that I had to be careful when I walked, and you know, I couldn't bend as much, and now I can bend a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? It's still, the only thing that's really giving me issue is the incision that happened in my belly button, and that's because that's where they pulled my gallbladder out. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, it don't even bother me that much. You know, I just gotta, sometimes I gotta remember, and I forget that I had it because I'm not feeling nothing until I accidentally bump my stomach, you know, and then I get a little reminder like, bitch, you still healing, okay? Just because you don't feel nothing now don't mean that nothing happened, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta keep reminding myself that, but I still take it easy. And everything has been going great for the most part. You know, no complications or anything. I'm going back to work tomorrow, you know, so that's a good look. And I got to take it easy at work because I can't lift a lot of stuff, you know, over 10 pounds. And, you know, I'm dealing with a whole bunch of stuff at work, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be a mess when I get back to work. So I got to get prepared for that. Hopefully it's not. I just want to come back because it never fails. Sometimes when I come back to work, shit that I be having in order be out of order, and I be like, why is it like this? Why y'all do this? And it, like, when stuff is out of order, it just really irks me. You know what I'm saying? It really irks my nerves so bad, so bad. But other than that, I've been doing good. I actually want to put an update out there. I get my vaccine, the first shot of my vaccine, because I get it with my job. Because they're doing this thing where they're trying to get all these public essential workers to be vaccinated. And since we work with the public, I work with the public, being in the library system in the city of Chicago, whatever. So we get to, this is, they put an off a session for us to get vaccinated if we want to get vaccinated. So I get my first dose on Monday. So I'm going to tell y'all how that goes, and hopefully it goes great. But anyway, moving on from that, I hope everybody has been having a good time. You know, I have one person that I want to shout out. Her name is Auntie Momo. She has a YouTube channel, Auntie with Auntie Momo, Momo. you know, she has a YouTube channel. She does reviews. She does, you know, different vlogs and stuff like that. And, you know, just a variety channel. And she live streams and all that stuff. I know y'all love that shit. Y'all love a live stream, okay, bitch? Let me tell you something. I do a live stream here and there, but y'all see it's very sparingly because I don't know, like, I don't know, like, it just don't make me feel, I haven't got used to it yet. And then when I be wanting to do some stuff, I be too tired, and then, girl, it's just a lot that goes into it. I got to get my nerves together, you know, because then that means I'm not speaking just to a camera. I'm speaking to y'all because y'all actually watching in real time. And so it's like in the back of my head, I know that. And so it kind of trips me up and make me a little nervous or whatever. I know sometimes y'all be seeing it. I be like tripping over my words worse than I do when I do a pre-recorded video. Okay. I be turning red, blushing and shit. I got to get over that. You know what I'm saying? It's a little stage fright. You know, after all these years of doing YouTube and stuff, I still get a little nervous a little time. But it is what it is. We're going to be okay. But shout out to Auntie Momo. Y'all check her out. Please check out all of the people that I have mentioned and give them some business, give them some views, give them some subscriptions, subscribers and stuff like that. Good people, good people. But anyway, let's just get into this video because truth be told, I don't think it's that much that's going on this week. I was literally scraping. The main thing that really happened this week was on Sunday, and that was when Meghan and Prince Harry had their interview sit down with Oprah Winfrey and all of the fallout that happened from that, baby. So I didn't watch it when it aired initially. I watched it 2 hours, a little over 2 hours afterwards because I had to do my Real Housewives and Married to Medicine review. That comes first. Because y'all will get on my ass if anything is late. I'm like, damn, hold up. But I was looking forward to seeing it. And I don't know why. Truth be told, I really wasn't one of the ones that was all up into the royal family, you know, trying to get the hype and, oh my God, you know, there's going to be a black princess and, oh no, you know, Harry is finally getting married and, oh, I can't wait to watch this. Oh, look at her dress. Oh, this and that. And girl, I didn't care about that shit. I still don't, okay? But it started getting interesting when I started seeing the stuff, the blatant differences and attacks that was happening to Meghan Markle, you know, as she was living over there in England, in the royal palace or wherever they was staying at. Girl, I don't know nothing about that shit. So excuse me if I come off a little ignorant, all right? That's just not my cup of tea because in 2021, I still don't understand why do we still have monarchies and stuff like that. Why do we still have kings and queens and princes and princesses and shit like that? Okay, we don't need those, all right? We don't need those. But anyway, and I'm that's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. But it's no disrespect. It's no disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I have some people from the UK, London, Britain, you know, all that overseas in Europe that watch me. So it's no disrespect. But y'all can educate us, especially the ones that's like really not here for Meghan Markle. I just didn't understand why people wasn't here for her so much and like the press. And I've seen how the UK press, like the UK press ain't shit compared to us, okay? I mean, well, American press ain't shit compared to the UK press. Them motherfuckers are crazy. Y'all are crazy over there. Like, why do y'all go so hard? Why do they do that? They really don't care about who feelings they hurt, you know, about what mental state somebody in. They will put a tagline up there and be blatant with it, okay? And all I've been seeing, especially when they do the comparisons of, with Meghan Markle and then Kate, you know, Williams' wife, Prince William's wife, it's blatant racism. Because Kate can do one thing and then Meghan Markle can do the exact same thing to the exact T. Like literally a doppelganger, and they would down her. You know, it'd be a negative headline with her. You know what I'm saying? With Meghan. And it all comes down to racism if you ask me, okay? That was one of the questions that was asked with Oprah, and Meghan didn't want to say racism. But I said, bitch, that's what it is. Call it what it is, okay? And I, only got a little interested in what the situation that was going on when Meghan and Prince Harry actually left the royal family and all their issues and came over here to the United States. Well, to North America at first, because first they was in Canada. Now they're here in the United States, I think in California. And to find out some of the stuff that was being revealed, you can clearly tell that even though they were saying their truths and revealing what they feel happened to them and what was going on, they were holding back, and there was a lot more that could have been said, especially from Meghan. Like she was just, I felt like she wanted to say so much more, but she was still trying to protect the monarchy. She was still trying to protect the royal family. And she made that a point when she put out there, and both Harry and her put out there, that they still have good relationships with the grandmother, Queen Elizabeth. So it's not the issue with the grandma, because Meghan said Queen Elizabeth always treated her like that was her own grandmother. You know what I'm saying? Very grandmotherly and everything, and took to her. So that wasn't the issue. But it was the firm and the people that runs the whole thing over there, and the press and all this stuff, and the way they will put stories out and flip it and twist it and not protect, her. And, she's going through a lot, to the point where mama was contemplating suicide, and she had to tell her husband, listen, baby, I don't feel it. You know what I'm saying? And this just not right. Like, her mental state was fucked up. And they couldn't get her help, and they wouldn't get her help. No, it's not that they couldn't, it's that they wouldn't. And I'm just like, wow, this is like all of this to save face. That's what it seemed like. They was doing a lot of stuff to save face. So we don't want it out there in the news that, you're going through this mental stuff. So let's not do anything. Like, I don't know. It seems such an oppressive type of situation to live in. And people be like, oh, I want to grow up and I want to be a prince and I want to be this and I want to be that. Why? Look at what's going on. They ain't got no rights. Okay, baby, look at all the shit that they got to be upheld to, and, these rules and regulations and stuff like that. I ain't got time for it, okay? I don't want to be oppressed like that. I'm already black, okay? I'm oppressed enough. I'm black and I'm a woman. I'm oppressed enough, okay? I don't want to have all those rules and regulations. And no, it just was a lot. And then, like, what everybody really gasped at was the fact that Meghan said, and Harry, that they were told, that it was an issue about how dark their baby Archie was going to come out. I said, so y'all over there doing a brown paper bag test or some shit over there? What is happening? And then Oprah cleared it up, because Harry was adamant not to give and put the name out of who said it. He said he wasn't going to say it on that interview, even though she was allowed to ask any question. They was allowed to answer whichever ones they wanted to. It was an interview that Oprah did with Gayle the day after, and she said that Harry did let her know that it was not the grandparents. It was not Prince Philip's, and it was not the grandmother. So they're okay. So what we already thought it was, we probably thought it was Prince Williams or Charles, the daddy. Okay, and Harry made it known that the daddy stopped taking his calls. Okay, I said, I'm not surprised. He a little bitch. He seemed like a little bitch to me. Okay, no disrespect, but I'm just saying, I call everybody that, and if you acting that way, you gonna get called it. So listen, it is what it is. Her mental state, the press, the baby's color. Oh, she's having a girl, so congratulations to them. And they said they done after this, okay? They got their boy, they got their girl. They wouldn't give... This disturbed me probably the most. The fact that they wouldn't get... Not even the fact that they wouldn't give the baby a title, but they tried to make it seem as though, Meghan was upset at that, but that wasn't the case. She was upset at the fact that they wouldn't give the baby protection. And I'm sitting here like, why? You gave Kate babies protection. Why won't you do the same thing for Meghan? And, it don't make no sense. It was just a lie. It was a lot of mess. And, Prince Harry was talking about how he saw this play out in the press before. He saw this play out before, this whole scenario with his mom. And he didn't want history repeating itself, where basically the press and all of that shit got to the mom, or got to them and took them out, just like they did his mother. You know what I'm saying? And you can see that out of Prince Harry and Prince Williams, I'm pretty sure Princess Diana's death did affect both of them, but you can tell that Prince Harry, it affected him probably a little bit more. It affected him probably a little bit more, or he is more easily able to show it, instead of just keeping it inside like Prince William is, and letting it know that, that was his mom and it really affected him. And, Prince Williams, he's more so like ready to conform, because like, ain't he in line like once Queen Elizabeth passes, it's gonna be Prince Charles, and then when he passes, it's gonna be Prince Williams, right? Who take the head of the throne, the monarchy, whatever. Girl, Megan said y'all up there protecting everybody else that we already know doing some fuck shit. Prince Andrew up there playing in Jeffrey Epstein's pedophile island, but yet y'all couldn't protect her. Y'all couldn't give the baby protection. That's it. Like, come on. That shit was really disgusting to me. But what made it even more, and then the fact that Tyler Perry be popping up in all these motherfucking stories. And I had remember seeing a story about this like a long time ago when they first got here, saying that Tyler Perry had them living in one of his houses. Okay. And, Prince Harry was saying how the mother, they're basically living off of the money that she left. That's the only way that they surviving. And so what if they get a Netflix deal or a book deal or whatever deal? That's the way that they need to make money. That's what they're going to need to make money, because they're not getting it from the monarchy, I think. And they're no longer getting protection from them or anything like that. Tyler Perry was providing them protection and housing. Like, come on. Like, a black man. This black man is powerful as shit. Like, who would have thought it, okay? But, yeah, that's crazy. And I wanted Harry to go a little bit deeper, a little bit further, blast them out. Like, I just really wanted them to say names. I wanted them to say goddamn names. But, of course, they were still protecting them. You know what I'm saying? So, they don't want to burn all bridges, but, they said fuck it. At least Megan said fuck it, okay? But at this point, that really wasn't where everything started ramping up. What happened was the aftermath, okay? After that, when Great Britain woke up and they saw the interview, of course, it's going to be people that didn't like it, thought Meghan was doing the most, whatever. The main person that was here for that, was the poster boy for that, was the leader of the I Can't Stand Meghan Markle crowd. That was Piers motherfucking Morgan, okay? Now, let me tell y'all something. Piers Morgan, when I first seen Piers Morgan, ever mentioning Piers Morgan, and, back in the day, like, he used to interview a lot of Americans and acts, entertainers, singers, and stuff like that. And he was actually a decent guy from what I remember. And I was younger, so I could be, having, it could be me just being a child or being a teenager and not understanding and seeing through the facade or whatever. But he was not as bad as he is now. Okay, I remember when he did the interview with Beyonce. I remember when he did interviews with a whole bunch of other American artists and entertainers. And it was not this bad. I did not know that he was this evil. Okay, but now in recent years, like, he has been the most negative person ever. And he's been the strongest #1 critic of Meghan Markle. And, he, of course, had to go in on her. On Great Britain America, or Good Morning Britain, their equivalent to, like, Good Morning America, GMA over here. He, of course, had to go in and was just saying all this nasty shit about her. And, it basically comes out that The main reason why is because he couldn't take the fact that Meghan Markle didn't want to be with him. Is that what it is? Because, you know, they found a clip of him talking about it, saying that, you know, they met up at a pub one time, talked for a couple of hours. He put it in a cab, didn't realize that the cab was going to a party to where she met Prince Harry, and he never heard from her again. Okay, so you feel like you got ghosted, you feel like you got your little fifis hurt, okay, and you can't take it. You're a grown-ass man. Grow the fuck up. This shows the whole thing about fragile masculinity and toxic masculinity. My whole thing is, you are literally thinking that you look decent. A grown-ass man coming after this woman, and then you're a white man coming after this black woman. I don't care if she's half and half. She's still considered a black woman. You're coming after her, and it does not look right. It looks racist as fuck, okay? And it looks sexist as fuck, misogynistic as fuck, and all of that, all right? And you don't care how you're being perceived. And your co-worker, the co-anchor on Good Morning Britain, Alex, I think that's his name, he had to call his ass out. And I'm so glad that somebody actually had the balls enough to actually put him in his place, to the point that made him so uncomfortable hearing the absolute truth that Piers Morgan got up and said, okay, listen, I'm not listening to this. I'm not listening to this, in the middle of the fucking live broadcast, and just walked off set because you was getting called out on your shit by a fellow man. That's what it is. Even if a woman would have did it, he probably would have had no respect. But it was a man that did it. You couldn't sit there and take it. And then the next day it comes out saying that, you know, he decided not to return to Great Britain, Good Morning Britain, or whatever. Bitch, you was fired. You know, they said that Meghan had sent something out there talking to the TV or whatever, the chair spokesman or whatever, you know, talking about how his words can be damaging to people who are actually suffering through mental illness and stuff like that. Girl, I just don't get it. How do you hate somebody that did absolutely nothing to you? You can't take no. You acting like an incel, okay? And if you don't know what an incel is a man that hate women who can't get women. So all of a sudden they feel like, you know, women are the scums of the earth and they don't deserve rights and stuff like that. The only thing that they are good for is to breed with and to give men pleasure, but yet they can't get women, okay? That's a fucking incel, and that's what Piers Morgan acts like. I just can't see him with a woman because he doesn't have respect for a woman. Do you even respect your mother? Like, it's crazy. It is crazy. And Bethany Frankel, girl, you shut the fuck up, okay? Now, Bethany, I used to like you when you was on Real Housewives, in the early days of Real Housewives of New York, when I used to watch it. But baby girl, you was spewing all that shit trying to go against Meghan, and that's fine. You got the right to your opinion or whatever. But the way that you was trying to do it, like trying to compare you being in reality TV and her being over there, girl, shut the fuck up, because that is not the same. And you judging before you even saw the interview, and then you coming back because they dragged the fuck out your ass on Twitter and trying to put out an apology or whatever. And Miss Sharon Osbourne, you literally are siding with a sexist pig. The tweet, she literally added Piers Morgan and said, I stand with you because we are in the business of showing our opinions or some shit like that. Yeah, we can show our opinions, but we don't have to go so fucking hard and to the point that it's just downright distasteful, disrespectful. I said, that is not a good look, ma'am, okay? And you on an American talk show, okay? Y'all may put up with that shit over there, but now, girl, you'll get your show canceled because of that, or you'll get your ass off the show. Fuck around. But then again, she played around with Ozzy Osbourne this whole time, so, you know, there's that. And Ozzy, I'm pretty sure Ozzy put her through some shit, and she stuck with it. I don't know if they divorced now, but that explains it, you know, that Stockholm syndrome shit. Let me stand up for the abuser and shit like that. But anyway, y'all tell me how y'all felt about the interview. Put it down in the comments. What takeaways did you get from it? Girl, a lot of stuff I really wasn't surprised, but then just hearing it out loud. Oprah, what? Were you silent or were you silenced? All right, girl. Oprah, okay. You know, I got a like-dislike relationship with Oprah sometimes. But, yeah, okay. Moving on from that. Girl, let's talk about ATL All-Star Weekend. And the people that so-called was getting stuck down there. let me just say this. I don't have nothing to say. All I know is I just hope everybody stock up on their teas and their flu stuff or whatever cold stuff, and y'all at least quarantine for a few days before y'all go out back into society, since y'all was down there, you know, up in all the clubs with no mask on, doing the things that y'all was doing. It was one club that was huge as shit and it was packed. Okay, and everybody was down there. I was like, really? Y'all just don't care. But you know, it is what it is. But what really was standing out was the fact that there was videos of girls renting U-Hauls and sleeping in U-Hauls, okay? Them 19.99 for a day U-Hauls and stuff like that. I said, are you serious? Are you serious? Like, how cheap and pathetic can you be? You want to go to All-Star to get you a ball and to be a part of the festivities and all that so bad, but you go get a U-Haul? Like, what the fuck? That don't make no sense. And then you got people popping up with GoFundMe's talking about some, you know, one girl saying that she only came down to ATL with $400 in her pocket. She only brought a one-way ticket and she didn't buy her returning ticket yet. She can't afford to buy it. She's stuck in ATL because she was waiting for her unemployment check to come in and they stuck her on it or whatever. And my whole thing is, first of all, you're on unemployment. You shouldn't be going nowhere right about now in the first place. You should be saving that shit and using that to be put forth to your bills. That's what you should be doing, okay? Second of all, you mean to tell me, so if you got $400, who was you staying with? Who was you staying with? Who was you staying with? That's what I want to know, okay? And you talking about something, you want $1,200 to get back. Bitch, it don't cost $1,200 in this fucking economy, in this time in Corona, to get no damn one-way ticket back to wherever the fuck it is you going. You out here, they out here scamming girls, okay? And anybody that gave money to that GoFundMe, any of these GoFundMes, you're stupid as hell. They are out here scamming. First of all, don't you ever, you should know this, all right? The thing of it is, if that was real, mama thought she was going down there, she might link up with a baller, somebody to take her out, take care of her, get her a ticket back. You know, she probably was going to stay an extra few days because she was going to be kicking with them or whatever, and it didn't work out the way that she thought it would, okay? That's what was going on. And let me tell you something, when you go out and you going to these places or whatever, you don't ever fucking leave without getting your returning ticket and your going ticket. Buy that shit at the same goddamn time, okay? And then you make sure you get the hotel set up or wherever you staying at. Make sure that shit confirmed and you make sure you got the spending money that you got, okay? You don't ever go out on a fucking whim to go have a good time and then your ass ain't got no way to come back, so you stranded like a dumbass. Like, how stupid can you be? Y'all got to be smarter than that, and y'all got to see a scam when y'all see one, okay? Learn. Congratulations are in order for the blogger, YouTuber, turn blogger, turn personality, turn whatever you want to, executive producer now, turn podcaster, turn everything, okay? Just a jack of all trade, you know, a person of all titles, Mr. B Scott, or I should just say B Scott because they say, they call him, okay, see, let me tell you something. I don't want to offend, you know, and I listened to his podcast, so I don't know his particular pronoun, so I don't know if calling him or his is the correct thing, but they did say, the headline said he was trans and non-binary, so is that they and them? It's all confusing a little bit because I just don't know, but, you know, I just want to be correct because I don't want to offend nobody, but, he's, B. Scott. If you know the history between B. Scott and BET, there was some drama between them two when he was on the red carpet at one of the award shows, and you know, he had a particular wear on. I think he had some flowy women pants or whatever. They didn't like the clothing that he wore, okay? And they wanted him basically to butch it up a little bit. To butch it up. They really wasn't here. And that was back then when BET really wasn't here for the LGBT community, okay? And, you know, he wound up suing them and, you know, stuff went down with that. And I guess at this point, after all the years now, we see a change in BET has been more LGBT friendly, a little bit more diverse on that point. You know, we got more shows up there showing same sex relationships or, you know, things of that matter, and, you know, highlighting certain people in the LGBT community. You know, we have Lena Waithe, and this is in conjunction with Lena Waithe. You know, her show 20s is a, you know, headed by a gay couple, or I should say a lesbian woman, you know, and that was my show too. It got renewed for season 2. So B Scott and I guess BT have finally worked out their differences and are actually working together again, and he would be the first trans non-binary host of a show that he's executive producing with Lena Waithe. It's the 20s show that Lena Waithe is, you know, doing, that's going into season 2, the after show for it. So that's a good look. So congratulations. Like, you know, sometimes it just take time to let bygones be bygones and to talk things out and educate folks or whatever. Since we talking about trends and stuff like that, I don't understand why is it that y'all get y'all panties and y'all boxers in a fucking bunch every time Zaya Wade's name comes up, or somebody congratulates this girl, somebody says something about this girl, okay, and giving this girl her flowers. Why is it that y'all do that to this child? Nobody cares, J-Bug, okay, what you feel. As long as you're taking care of your child, your children, that's who you should worry about, okay? Little mama, you need to worry about yourself too, okay? Because don't nobody else worry about your ass. First of all, J-Bug, we ain't checking for you either, okay? Like, don't do that. Don't do that. Like, everybody want to come out with their transphobic mess, especially after this interview that Michelle Obama did with Zaya Wade, you know, and my thing of it is, who said that you had to say anything? Yes, it's out there, but why it's always, oh, it's an agenda, it's a conspiracy theory, they trying to depopulate this and all this stuff. Do you know how ignorant you sound? Do you know how ignorant you sound? Okay, ain't nobody trying to depopulate nothing, all right? Because at the end of the day, this world gonna keep on populating, keep on populating, keep on populating, because there's more fucking straight people or heterosexual people in this world, I believe, than it is LGBT people, okay? And LGBT people can still have kids as well. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about depopulation? That's debunk right fucking there, stupid, okay? And it's an agenda. Oh, they trying to, you know, force this agenda, this gay agenda or this trans agenda on our kids and all this stuff. Well, bitch, we can say the same thing. Us LGBT community people can say the same thing about how society was trying to force this fucking heterosexual agenda on us, and we still turned the fuck out the way that we turned the fuck out. Ain't no fucking agenda. Okay? So stop that bullshit. If you don't agree with something, you don't like something, you don't always got to voice your opinion and be negative. You are talking about a child. And once again, nobody said anything about sex change or anything, little mama, you dumb bitch, okay? Girl, that's why your lip gloss chapped the fuck up, bitch. It's dried up. It's dried up and them lips chapped, okay? That's why nobody's checking for your ass. I just can't. Like, every time this comes out, we have the same stupid. It's stupid at this point. We get it. You're not here for it, but we don't have to hear your ignorance. By you saying it and by you spewing out this ignorance and being dumb as hell, is it gonna change it? No, because the fact of the matter is, whether you want to believe it or not, gay people, lesbian people, bisexual people, trans people, they've been here just as long as heterosexual people been here. Since the beginning of fucking time. Do your fucking history, bitch. Okay? Do your fucking history. It's just that now we're getting represented and now we're being shown on a bigger platform, and we're not being pushed to the side. We're being pushed up some. That's what it is, and you can't fucking take. That's what it is, bitch. Girl, get out of here. Anyway, J-Bug, I'm so disappointed, but I'm not surprised. Little mama girl, what? Ooh. Anyway, moving on from that, Jay-Z, I told y'all about Jay-Z selling the majority of the stake of Title to Jack in his Square Inc. Enterprise or whatever. So with that, it's also 16 co-owners with that. That's co-owners of Title. They also get 8 point some $1 million. They get almost $9 million in conjunction with that too. So basically, the shareholders getting something, Jay-Z getting something, everybody getting something. That was like with Nicki Minaj, Beyonce, Alicia Keys, Madonna, and other people that was all signing that paper. I remember when that whole press conference thing happened when Title first launched and they was all up there, Rihanna, and they signed the paper and all that stuff. I was like, y'all so extra. But yeah, they getting a little money too. I said, hey, where the money reside? Where the money reside? The discussion again with Bruno Mars and the appropriation of black culture or black music has come up again, and I guess with him it's gonna always come up. And it's a tricky subject when it comes to him because one, he's a person of color. Okay, he's not black, but he's a person of color. And do I feel as though he appropriate black music? Not necessarily. Because I feel for him it's more so an appreciation of black music because he's always said, what his influences are. And I've never got the feeling like he's tried to put it out there as if he's the one that invented this or he's the one that started this or anything like that. So I can understand why people can feel a certain way and think that it's appropriation, but you have to learn the difference between appreciation and appropriation of cultures and music and stuff like that. And I don't think it's necessarily appropriation. I'm linking more so to appreciation. Bitch, I'm still gonna buy the album. If y'all can buy fucking Justin Timberlake album and listen to his music, bitch, you can listen to Bruno Mars, okay? And we already know Justin appropriated the culture, okay? Anyway, Cardi B, congratulations. She's the first female rapper, or I should say woman rapper. I hate when they say female. Woman rapper to have a single that went diamond. That's like 10 million plus. With Bodak Yellow. I'm going to be 100% honest. I'm a little nervous for Cardi B in this sophomore album release. I am. And I'm going to be 100% honest. When I first heard Bodak Yellow, I was like, this is cute. It's catchy. It's everywhere. But I also did not think that, I literally thought Cardi was going to be a one-hit wonder. I did not know she was going to come out the gate like this. Okay, bitch. I did not know she was going to have this longevity. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. I'm glad that she was able to, keep it going. And I hope that she is able to keep the momentum going and that her sophomore album is just as successful as the first. But I'm a little nervous. I'm just going to say it. But, congratulations to her. Congratulations to Brandy and Notori Naughton. They are also in the new ABC pilot show, Queen, that I spoke about last week that Eve is going to be a part of. They are also going to be part of the show. I'm looking forward to seeing that. I really am. And I already told y'all, I love seeing Brandy act. I would love to see her act over anything, to be quite honest. I love her as an actress. Because she is funny to me. When she was Chardonnay on the game, bitch, she was my favorite. But Swiss Beats and Timberland, they sold verses to the Thriller Network. It's like the little TikTok. I think it's like, I would say it's almost like the ghetto TikTok. But the more hood TikTok or whatever. But I don't know, like the 43% performance will get share equity in it. And I don't know what this means. I think this is a good thing, but I feel as though with this selling of the verses to somebody else, this is going to have it more integrated, meaning it's just not going to be black folks anymore that's going to be on there. It's going to be multiple artists that's going to be on there. So, how y'all feel about that? As soon as that Apple deal came along, I knew something else like this was going to come along. I really did. I knew it wasn't just going to stay between them. I just knew it. As soon as the corporations and all that stuff got into it, I just knew it. I knew it. That's always just the next step. 6 more women had come out against T.I. and Tiny. Things are not looking good, baby. They got in contact with, what's the lawyer, Tyrone Blackburn. Baby, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. I'm just updating y'all. I ain't got nothing else to say with it. I'm just saying 6 more women with similar stories have come back out. It's crazy. and they claim they're not doing it for clout, but it is just not looking good. It's sad. It's not funny. It's sad. It's really sad. Tyrese has a new girlfriend. He had her all on display during All-Star Weekend. I want to say she's a pretty girl, but she looks a little feline in the face. Am I the only one that was saying that? I know I'm not crazy, and I'm not hating or nothing, but I was just confused because Tyrese put out all these posts and stuff just a fucking week ago about how he gonna be vowing to try to win his wife back and all this stuff, woo woo woo, and now you got a whole ass girlfriend and you claim she's not a rebound? So how long was y'all together? And is that the reason why you and your wife broke up? Infidelity? What's going on? It don't make sense. Tyrese seems like the type of person that just can't be by himself. He can't. He can't. That's what it seems like. Most niggas can't. But moving on from that, charges against Breonna Taylor's boyfriend, Kenneth Walker, have been officially dismissed. They should have never been charged in the first place. He should never been charged in the first place. And mind you, he was charged more harshly than the goddamn police officers who actually killed his girlfriend. But, you know, they officially... And the fact that it took this long for them to actually dismiss those charges, that is sickening. That is sickening. But, you know, thank God that that did happen. I know y'all saw the video of that bitch that assaulted that Uber driver when she was in a cab, the Uber with her two friends, the two black friends and her white ass or whatever the fuck she was. I don't care what the fuck she was, but bitch, let me tell you, she better be glad she got the right Uber driver, because it could have been somebody else that would have hauled ass and beat the fuck out of her, especially when she reached up there and grabbed his phone, all because you wouldn't put your mask on. You didn't have a mask, and you know that the policy on Uber and Lyft is that you have to have a mask before you get up in the car. And when you get on Uber, it's a box that you have to check off that confirms saying that you know that you're supposed to have a mask on. On Lyft, it says, you know, you're supposed to have a mask. Are you okay with this, or do you want to cancel? That's what it says. Bitch, I wouldn't know, okay? And for you to get in the car and not have a mask, it is not the Uber driver's or the Lyft driver's responsibility to provide masks for you, okay? You're supposed to already have one before you put your hand on the door to open it, okay? You're supposed to already have one on, you know what I'm saying? And you getting upset because he's about to drop y'all off at a gas station, because I would have did the same thing. I would have did the same thing. You're not going to put me in harm's way, and then the other two girls, they got masks on, but it's underneath your nose. What is the fucking point? Let me tell y'all, would you stop doing that? It's a respiratory virus. Respiratory, lungs, breathing in. You breathe in through your nose, and you also breathe in through your mouth. But more for it is easier to go straight to your lungs when you breathe from your nose, okay? So therefore, put the mask over your fucking nose and your mouth, you dumbass, okay? I done hit somebody with a goddamn bullet. And somebody was like, damn, bitch, you ain't have to do that, okay? Because some of y'all be doing that. And it irks me so much. I was like, you defeating all of the purpose. You defeating the purpose. Put the mask over your whole fucking face, bitch. Okay? And she hitting him and getting all indignant and then getting on live justifying what she did. And I'm sitting here like, are you serious? Are you serious? And talk about something. That's why I'm driving Lyft now. No, bitch, you're not driving Lyft. You're not riding in Uber. You got banned from both. You are so fucking... Ooh, I wish I would have... And if he had turned around and knocked her ass out, I wouldn't have been mad at him. I wouldn't have been mad at him. I would have said the bitch had it coming. The bitch had it coming. You don't put your hands on nobody in their property and then you gonna touch it. Let him would have touched your shit. Let him would have dragged you out his car. Oh, it would have been a whole nother story, right? It would have been a whole nother story, right? Girl, get the fuck out of here. I hope they charge her with something. Find her ass and charge her with something. Also, listen, because I just saw this like earlier today, before I actually got on here. Y'all know I'm starting to, you know, review Love and Marriage Huntsville. And if y'all haven't seen it, y'all have got to see it. It comes on Comes on networks on Saturdays, okay? And it's really good. It's one of the better reality shows that's out here because the shit is authentic as hell. And like the drama, bitch, that's some real life shit. And it's carrying on outside the cameras too, okay? And the main people on there, you got Melody Holt and you got Martell Holt, and they're going through a divorce because Martell cheated on his wife for 5+ years with this woman and got the woman pregnant, okay? So now they're going through a divorce and they're going through issues back and forth, okay? They're blasting each other on social media. Now, I haven't been given or shown anything recently about Melanie putting anything out, but I'm just coming to you because somebody said, Ashley, go look at Martell Holt's video that he just put up. I looked at his IG video and you know you are on some bullshit when you put something up and you don't want nobody to comment. Or, I mean, I understand sometimes you don't need the comments. You said what you said or whatever. But when you know you about to, some people do that when they know they on some bullshit. And Martell Holt, you are really on some bullshit. He really put a video up. It was like almost 12 minutes long. And basically trying to put out there that Melody's brother, for a man that, first of all, for a man that is saying he's mad that Melody always takes stuff or has taken our issues to social media, you literally just popped up on social media and you're continuing putting your business out there. You can't just leave it to the show. You can't just leave it to the show and let us watch it unfold on TV. No, you want to bring it to the streets, okay? That's what you want to do. And you want the attention. And you claim that you don't care if anybody's on my side or whatever, and she got her fans and all that stuff. Well, if you don't care and all that, why put this out there to try to make her look bad, to try to make her brother look bad, to try to make yourself look like a victim in this, okay? Try to boost yourself up as a good father and all that stuff, all right? Because I'm going to tell you this, the shit look rehearsed as hell. And I'm going to tell you which parts looks rehearsed. So he put up there, basically, he was getting ready to take his kids to school, and he gets in the car, and he was trying to say that Melody's brother, Marcus, basically hit the kids, or at least a couple of kids, and then called them the R word, which is RETARDED. We don't say that word no more, okay? And because they wouldn't turn the lights out or something like that. And the way that the kids were like saying it in unison and, you know, doing it so quickly without thinking and everything, it just didn't seem like that was some real shit. It could have been, but it didn't seem like it was real, okay? It seemed like he had went over this with them multiple times to get it right, okay? And I just, why are you using the kids as a pawn in this whole thing? You doing this to hurt your soon-to-be ex-wife so bad. And this goes to show how much of an egotistical, narcissistic asshole that this man is, okay? You don't see how this is damaging the kids? You literally bringing the kids into the bullshit. And that's stupid. All right. And then you trying to make her look bad by trying to say, oh, she left the kids with a babysitter who already had a baby for a few days and didn't even tell me that she was going out of town. And then I get the kids and the baby hasn't been washed up or whatever since Thursday. And it's now Sunday or something like. Oh, I'm sitting here like, what? Why would you put that out there? Why are you, this is not making you a good case for you. This is not, you know, you trying to make her look bad, but it also makes you very bitch made. You make you very bitch made. And I understand that we are human and we want our side of things to be put out there and to be cleared up. It is windy as hell outside. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but it is. But anyway, like, you don't play, like, if you want to show somebody is being an asshole and doing some foul shit, you be the bigger person and you let them sink themselves. You don't add to it. And that's what you're doing. You're adding to it, okay? And it's not looking that negative on her part. It's looking more so negative on your part because you look so vindictive because you started this shit. You started this shit when you cheated on her. You know, he disgusts me so much. And y'all say he fine or whatever, but I don't see it. He looked like a little alien head to me. I don't know. Feline too, okay? He looked like he could have been in one of those, the Cats movie. He really do. But I don't like it. And I used to like him in season 1 I can't stand his ass now. I really can't. But anyway, the last thing I want to say before I get off of here, congratulations to Chloe and Halle. They are the new spokespeople for Neutrogena. You know, the acne product, the facial products, and all that stuff. So that's a good look for them. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. Be safe and be cool out there and just enjoy. Okay? And I'll see y'all later. Peace.